Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 5 of Marvel's What If. Last week's episode was insane. We got to follow a version of Doctor Strange who lost Christine early on in that wreck instead of his hands, causing him to go down this completely different and darker path as he sought a means to fix that moment in time, which ended up, in the end, destroying his own reality. We saw a lot of interesting elements come into play in here, like him summoning these creatures from this great beyond, which we really still don't really have a lot of information about, and what seemingly appears to be the same tentacle monster from the Captain Carter episode, and him absorbing all of these magical entities into his body to increase his own power to the point where he's able to actually hear and sense the Watcher, to the point where he's actually able to break what we now know is an absolute point in time, which is just crazy seeing how this all is coming about. And I definitely feel like that with what's been set up in WandaVision and What If now, as well as rumors we've heard about Multiverse of Madness, as well as what we just got in Shang-Chi, there's a lot of hints to this plane of these creatures, these dark creatures, these evil entities, these fear lords, if you will, these various creatures of magical or maybe even the dark dimension origins. Who knows what they'll do in this version, this iteration, and what it'll encompass. But again, like, it was also a very depressing episode in the end, like ending on this very cautionary, bleak, hopeless moment of Strange being the only survivor in his reality, encased from oblivion in his own little mirror dimension, as his reality around him completely collapsed. And we know from the trailers this isn't going to be the end of this version of Doctor Strange, and I have some high hopes that he might be coming into the live action spectrum, either in No Way Home or in Multiverse of Madness. I feel like that's a pretty strong chance that he's going to survive all of that. That being said, we've had 2 pretty bleak episodes back to back of these, and I thought maybe we would have a little bit of a breather, a refresher. I had somebody tell me the next episode is going to be the Party Thor episode. I was like, good. We need a little bit of a reprieve after these last 2, but nope. We're going to go right down the depression train a little farther as we dive into this episode, as the promotional images from yesterday have revealed what if zombies. That is the question. What if zombies? Anyway, guys, as we get ready to dive into this episode, remember the full-length, unedited reactions are available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access to those as well. Those proceeds go towards helping the channel, helping it grow, and helping me try to find an editor to help me do these videos and try to get more out to you guys. Right now, I'm looking at having to cut a couple of shows going forward because this fall is going to be insane. So I'm going to have to be a little, none of the Disney Plus stuff is going, so don't worry about that. So I just trying to juggle a lot of things going into the future here. So that's how you can help. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive into episode 5. Here we go.
Dr. Bruce Banner fell from the stars to warn humanity of imminent danger. But the world he found was not one he recognized.
He come back and everybody's zombies?
Thanos is coming. He's coming.
Dude, transform quick.
Anyone got any clothes?
The cape didn't have Strange there. Ooh, what the?
Was I too late?
I doubt we'll even learn what caused the outbreak.
Oh, jeez. Come on, big guy. Time to go green.
You are about to die at the hands of the children of...
Tony? Oh, boy, are you guys...
Did he just kill him? Oh, no. Oh, they're already zombies.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Oh, no.
Wait, what do you...
Oh, they're eating them. Who do we got? Wong, Strange, and Tony. Oh, great.
Believe it. Don't eat me!
Ugh!
Oh no. No. Don't eat me. Don't eat me. I'm vegan.
Whoa, what the hell?
Come on. What now?
Ant-Man?
Oh god. Okay, this is disgusting.
Ugh. Oh. Oh!
Oh,
Hope.
I'm gonna vomit. I'm definitely gonna vomit.
Go! You'll be safe with them!
Don't eat me, don't
It's
eat me,
Spidey.
Don't eat me, don't eat me.
Relax. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh yeah? Well then, what the hell happened?
Oh, who's voicing Spidey?
Too many great catastrophes.
Was that
This one sprang from a
Tom?
place of love.
I couldn't tell. It was a really good Tom if it wasn't.
2 weeks earlier, Dr. Hank Pym journeyed into the quantum realm, searching for his long-lost wife. Janet Van Dyne contracted a quantum virus that corrupted her brain.
Oh.
So when she finally reunited with her husband after 30 long years... Oof, that happened.
Way to keep it professional, Watcher.
Within 24 hours, the entire Pacific Northwest was infected.
Dude, it's got to be insane, like with the spread with this thing, considering the couple of the first people infected were heroes. Like, oh, and he could do that. Oh wow.
Join the infected.
Yeah,
Stood a chance. Unless, of course,
dude, and Pym is still out there like that. Like he could just get you at any moment, man.
Step one, long sleeves.
Do I really have to be wearing this?
Safety of the world.
A beacon just came in over the wires.
Oh wow. Their base is suspended in a big ass web. Holy shit. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? They were tiny. Oh, Zombie Falcon.
Spark ignition's not firing. We need someone to give us a push.
You saying blam?
Was I?
Oh, ooh, ah.
I think it was...
It's Hawkeye.
Oh, wow, the turn is quick.
Sorry, Happy.
Oh.
Blam.
Oh, great.
That was your friend. Sorry about that.
I should be sad, but I'm not.
Let's go.
Blam time.
Get ready to disengage the brake.
Oh, hell.
The front of the train's all hooked up.
Copy that. Inbound.
I feel like we might get like a Hope and Hank versus like Hope, but tiny sized fight at some point.
Sharon?
Oh no. Ah. No. Ooh, fuck.
Sorry, pal.
I'm covered in Sharon.
Hope. I think you're in trouble.
Oh, fuck. Great. You know, the Watcher seems to be getting more and more present. Like, his silhouette was always kind of like more distance, more and more distance, more silhouetted. And now we're actually seeing, like, he's more involved, more prominent. Even in this one, we're seeing his skin tone even through the veil.
Oh, how do you stay so upbeat after everything?
Practice, I guess. My mom, dad, Uncle Ben, Miss...
Finally, first MCU mention of Uncle Ben outside of his suitcase.
We will not make it through them.
But you can make it over them.
No, Hope, no.
Listen to me. We all know my time's up. I might as well go out fixing the mess I started.
It's not your fault.
I was so obsessed with bringing my mom back that I never considered what I might bring back with her.
I don't think zombie virus would have been on anybody's list of possibilities. This is fucked. She's gonna get, like, just nipped at the heels. The whole way there.
Peter! Smile. Smile for me, okay?
And she's out of breath.
Guys, why aren't they climbing the fence?
They don't have to scale anything.
Vision. You're a vision.
Is Wanda here?
The Mind Stone, the source of, well, me. It emits a sub-frequency that is not to their liking. So once I discovered the infected's aversion to the Mind Stone, I experimented to see if targeted exposure might reverse their condition.
Experimented.
See for yourself. Wait,
Wanda.
It was a ghost.
Oh, damn. Hey, would somebody turn me around?
Zombie Paul Rudd.
You know, I need to get this thing motorized. Hey! Lang? No way.
He's a head in a
What
jar.
you thinking? I've lost weight. Thank you for noticing. But don't worry, I'm not gonna let it go to my head. Sorry, I tend to process traumatic events with dad jokes.
I'll canvass the base, see if I can find his transport.
Sergeant Barnes, you will not find what you're looking for.
He'll find something else, though. I'm sure.
According to these security logs,
Uh-oh.
we're not the first to respond
He's getting
to
a
Vision's
sense.
signal.
More survivors. Well, then where are they?
All the experiments he's had, maybe? He said he's been experimenting, so he's had to have tested on people. Yeah. Wanda.
Bucky. Is it really you?
Who did this to you?
We don't have much time.
Vision
We have to run.
is gone.
Now.
Nutsos!
I really do wish you hadn't found us.
Vision, what the hell is this place?
A trap.
Kozia!
Been keeping him alive to feed his zombie bride. That goth chick. I knew it. I was picking up vibes.
Her name is Wanda.
You cured the talking head, but not her?
Her powers are too strong. They've resisted the treatment. The only course of action is to contain her.
Whoa, watch out! She's a man-eater! There it is. I'm doing it again.
Okoye.
Okoye! There's a quad jet in the hangar.
You're not coming?
I must.
Every time I think an episode's getting dark, it's just like, hold my beer.
I cannot bring myself to leave her.
Oh, great. I mean, the time stone, or the mind stone's still there. Guys, run.
Bucky!
Run.
Oh, I hope she didn't just launch him into the horde.
Nice save.
Ooh, okay.
Things are pretty bad. It'd be nice for you to be the hero. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of cool for you to be the night one for a change?
Hulk versus Wanda. I bet she could infect him.
We did it! We really did it! No, don't jinx it! Doesn't anybody here watch horror movies?
Oh my gosh.
Firing, trust us.
Whew.
I'm sorry.
Even in the darkest of times, humans will give all to save their planet, even if it might bring an end to the universe.
Oh. What? What? Are you serious? No. Wow, that was dark as fuck, dude. That episode, you know, for the darkness of it, like visually, a lot of the blood ended up being black. So I guess that's one of the ways they got away with the gore in this, because it was like not, because I think that's like a ratings thing. Like, as long as the blood is black or dark or just not red, they can get away with things a lot easier, because especially when Falcon got split in half, I was like, what? And a lot of the stuff happened off screen. Some of it, of course, the zombies' physiques themselves were pushing the limits of grotesque for what I would imagine the MCU would have done. And then just the horror trip that it went down with, when they got to that compound with Vision, I was like, he's experimenting on somebody? I was like, I expect Wanda to be here somewhere. Is he experimenting on Wanda? Yes and no. He's luring people there to feed to Wanda, which is a very Walking Dead thing to do. Hope's sacrifice, Sharon going down the way she did. Again, Hank, damn it. Hank took down the Avengers yet again in another timeline, man. Hank, you just got to keep an eye out for this guy, man. You do. Especially, that's the scary thing about this too, is like, you know, the threat you could see, I think, is a little less scary than what you can't. Cause like, he infected the Avengers the second they landed, because he was tiny. He just got on Cap's neck and bit him like a mosquito, and bam, Cap was a zombie. Cap getting Sharon was sad. And then just kind of going with like the horror elements, and the surprise that I had with what they were getting away with was like, especially when we saw like Happy get the arrow through the shoulder and then like full penetration and then yanked into the darkness. I think they got by a little bit probably with the ratings board because there was a lot of jokes like sprinkled throughout this, like tension cutting jokes. Obviously, definitely not all of them landed. Most of them didn't for me, but especially between Baba Yaga guy Kurt and Paul Rudd just like frantically putting out dad jokes. Like it was just like, okay, I get what they're here for. They're just balancing out the ratings for this. Like the last ditch team like makes sense. I'm just curious, like what's the state of this? What's this fight between Hulk and Wanda going to end up like? I imagine with her and her powers and also being infected, she might be able to actually infect the Hulk in this. Good thing his skin is tooth-proof whenever he transformed. Honestly, Black Panther probably, as long as he stayed in his suit forever, had he not gone to Vision, in his vibranium suit, you could literally just walk through the apocalypse just fine. It's not like they would ever get to you or get through to your skin that way. I mean, it's vibranium. They're just going to bounce off of it, especially if you got the upgraded one that he got in Black Panther, which repels the kinetic energy that it absorbs. Even if he got swarmed and a bunch of them got on him, he could just store that and pulse them off. But nope, Vision had to go be a dick and start feeding people to his pet wife, woman thing, zombie. It seems like there's enough sentience for them to function, but not have coherent thought. One thing that I do recall from the actual Marvel Zombies comics is that they still have their memories, they still have their thoughts, they still have most of their personality. It's just they have this overwhelming hunger that they can't fight. Like to the point, like the one of the things that like tuned me out of the comic, like after a while, I was like, okay, this is just going to be too existential and just like depressing for me to read. Was the moment like when Peter is eating Aunt May and then is about to kill MJ, and he's doing it because he can't help himself, but he's also like crying as he is doing it. So like it's like so fucked up. Man, like this was intense, man. This is a universe you definitely just want it to stay in its pocket. You want it to stay well the hell over there, away from everybody. Don't enter my universe. Quarantine that universe. I think that's one of the reasons the Watcher was even more promising or like present here. He was like, okay, I gotta watch this one. Shit. Fuck. This was a good episode. Oh yeah, who actually voiced Peter Parker in this? That's what I wanted to see. Who all actually came back for their voice roles? I know that was 100% Paul Rudd. So, I want to see who all was in here. Because for whatever reason, and this could have been for literally no reason at all, the entire voice cast was announced for this episode except for Spider-Man. And then, of course, with everything going on with No Way Home and everything like that, everybody's just like, why aren't they revealing who played Spider-Man? Is it going to be Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire? Hudson Thames played Spider-Man. Hudson Thames. I haven't seen anything this guy's been in. Born in 94, so he's younger. All right, so maybe they just couldn't get Tom. Maybe because he's too busy with No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness. Who knows? Why? I wonder why they didn't have Tom. I mean, his contract is technically up with No Way Home. Hope that's not a bad sign. for them continuing Tom Holland's run in the MCU. Anyway, yeah, this was a interesting episode. It's just like one more depressing than the last. This one ended on a more hopeful tone than the previous, but God forbid just one of these powered people gets out of this universe and into one of the others. Woo! Not be good. Anyway, I mean, I don't know what to say. I had fun with this. I think the only minor nitpick that I have in this entire episode is just the interjected humor, but I understand its purpose and why I was there. Just like interrupting some serious moments here and there, but it is what it is. I had really fun. I had a lot of fun with this episode. Did not expect him to go this hard with it, actually. Like when they showed in the trailers that we were going to be getting some version of Marvel Zombies, I was like, really? They're going to do that? Disney's going to let them do that? And they did rein it in, but it also went a little bit harder than I actually expected from Disney. And I think a lot of the implied horror was more horrific than some of the stuff we actually saw. You know, a lot of the stuff that we didn't necessarily see. A lot of the things that happen off screen. A lot of the things that you can just kind of fathom in your mind. Or that was shrouded in shadow or fog or whatever. It was just like, yeah, nice. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. If you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this episode and all the previous episodes, go check it out on my Patreon. Or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access to that as well. Huge shout out to our channel legends, Mandy Scher, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, and Yuri Korskov. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to talk about this in the comments, or you can come join our Discord or follow me on all my socials. Links to all that's in the description of this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another fantastic What If episode, and I will be seeing you guys next week with the next episode of Marvel's What If. Take care, everybody.